here at the Isle of Wight Driving Academy, we're just composing another route on approach to the dual carriageway, heading ourselves back towards the driving test centre. So I'm on Coppins Bridge at the moment, and I'm just following the lanes towards Cowes. As I come across the middle of Coppins Bridge, we can see the pedestrians have pushed the button, so I'm going to be cautious of those lights changing. So I'm maintaining my speed until I get past, and I'm going to stop at the second set of lights. Now, these sets of lights do, and have in the past, caught out a lot of students because they just try and push through both sets of green lights. They're not ready for that second set turning red, so it's always good to balance your speed, and it gives you a chance to stop at the second set of lights. Now, whilst I'm here, I'm just checking all three mirrors, my interior mirror and both my door mirrors, before I set off. And we're going to be following the dual carriageway up towards St.Marys traffic light controlled junctions, where I'm going to be turning right towards the industrial estate. Now, the left-hand lane is the normal driving lane on a dual carriageway. The right-hand lane is an overtaking lane, all for turning right. Now, unfortunately, the dual carriageway is still a 30-mile-an-hour section of road, which means that I can't move over into that right-hand lane until I'm almost there. We're only a small number of cars, and we can see the Audi there is not quite holding 30 miles an hour. We're going to be only a small amount of vehicles that are going to be doing 30 miles an hour up here. So for students, it's all about planning that movement over. So I'm checking my inside and my right mirrors at the moment constantly to ensure what's coming up in that right-hand lane that I can actually move over safely. So there's a bit more traffic coming up behind me. I know you guys can't see it, but they're all just coming past me, and I just can't increase my speed at the moment. So I'm still doing regular mirror checks. Now, soon I'm going to be putting an indicator on to ask to be let over into that right-hand lane. So I'm checking my inside mirror and my right-hand mirror, and I'm doing a chin to shoulder check. I'm going to indicate a little earlier now to show that I want to move over. There's the last couple of cars coming past, and then there's going to be time for me to move over. So I'm going to do my last chin to shoulder check, and I'll move over. I'm going to cancel my indicator so people don't think I've left it on, and I'm going to move over into the right-hand lane again. So I'm checking inside right mirror, right indicator, and I'm looking down at the road markings now for the industrial estate. So I'm selecting the furthest left of both lanes, turning right. Now, for the junction here to turn right, we've got to make sure that we don't turn too early and compromise our road safety position. So here, when you're going to be turning right, we're looking to drive forwards towards the white arrow that's indicating to turn right. I'm checking all three mirrors as I move off. I'm selecting gear number 2, I'm leaving the turn, and now I'm going in. I'm looking for the pavement on my left, the left-hand lane, again, which is designated for turning left to the industrial estates. So I'm checking my inside mirror and my left mirror, selecting my indicator, and I'm rolling on and off the roundabout. So once I've looked ahead, the road is clear and safe, so I'm checking new road, new mirrors, so my inside mirror and both my door mirrors. At the mini roundabout, I'm going to be following the road straight ahead. I'm checking over to my right nice and early. There's no one in front of me, so I've decided not to put a left indicator on there. If there's cars coming towards me, we could put a left indicator on because it's a first exit, and it gives a little bit more clarity to the oncoming cars that we are definitely going to continue on. Now again, the road is quite bumpy here, so apologies for the people who are watching it, because the dash cam's going to be bouncing around. I can hear a lot of rattling on it when I've been watching them. So we're just heading back towards the test centre now. Now again, in the weekdays there's usually a lot of parked cars up and around this this bend here, so be very cautious whether or not you decide to commit to that move in straight away. So we're going to be turning left at the roundabout, first exit. So I'm selecting my mirrors and signal, I'm turning in, and I'm going to be taking the first turn in on the left now. It's worth doing in a gear 1 for the test days because you're just never quite sure who's going to be reversing out. So that is the direction of Coppins Bridge, up the dual carriageway, turning right back towards the industrial estates and the driving test centre.